Powell, Robert Covington, and Yusuf Facundo Campazzo, Will Barton, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon.
Well, that's a great start with movement, though. You had a couple options on that, and it ends with CJ with a wide open three. This is the area of the floor.
Defense. McCollum, cross-court pass. Here's Lillard. Back to McCollum, another wide open look, and CJ.
Calling certain guys numbers who maybe haven't played in a few. Oh, you can't do that.
Lillard steps into a long three. Lillard proclaimed how fresh he was after sitting out 3 games physically and mentally, and Porter Jr. matches with the triple.
11th best three-point percentage in the league for the young Michael Porter Jr.
Lillard, backdoor cut is good. What a fun. Strung together 6 straight games of 20-plus points. The reason being Gordon taking some defensive pressure off Porter Jr. as he gets the tough bucket.
He played solid defense right there. He didn't really need the help on that possession. Jokic is just so adept at drawing that help. How about Norman Powell and find himself open?
The scoring's been all Porter Jr. and Gordon, and Porter Jr. was, and the Nuggets truly feel like they got a steal with Porter sliding all the way to 14. Porter again, the jumper, and Porter.
You want that home court advantage. We've talked about this before in the past. It's obviously not like seasons before. It's Porter Jr.
The Nurkic jumper is no good. Nuggets 7 for 9, 78% to start this game, and Porter Jr. very strong start to lead the Nuggets. Powell to Nurkic. Nurkic trying to get his way through the lane, flips it up and in. They're stepping in here in the first quarter. Covington, the 3, drops it in.
2 games, though. Hasn't taken a lot of shots. 0 points at Charlotte, 5 points against the Clippers. Nice to see that ball go through the net from him.
Two-time EuroLeague champion. Carmelo Anthony steps onto the floor for Portland. Here is Lillard, the baseline fadeaway, splash. They're replacing Yusuf Nurkic, so the Blazer bench making a strong presence here in the first. Barton misses the bunny, but tapped in, and the bucket good.
Rebounding opportunities, but most of them aren't turning into those kind of baskets.
Simons, the sidestep.
Basically 42% all season long.
Portland 5 of 8 from outside here in the first quarter. Barton able to connect here in the first. But the Blazers only trail by 2. Here's Melo, the 3. It's off to Cantor. Cantor trying to get positioning somehow. Lillard. Back from Anthony, goes baseline, meets Jokic, double pump, drops it home. Damian Lillard in the first quarter. Under 45 seconds left to go. Porter Jr. has yet to miss. 8 first period. Lillard defended by Harrison. Double team comes. Blazers working around. Simons, a catch and shoot 3 is. McCollum poked at by Harrison. Dozier dives on the floor. Nuggets race it ahead. Harrison trying to challenge Little and Little. Waters facing up against Millsap. Millsap trying to use all of his strength and might to move Cantor. Here's Anthony. Rhythm bounce. Jumper is Portland. Just over 8 minutes left here in the first half. Rivers, a flurry of ball moves. Covington says,
Second or 2 about the shot rather than having a clean catch and shoot.
Here is Melo trying to take Green into the Lions' den and knocks down the jump. Blazers with their largest lead of the game. Here is Melo one more time over Green, and that's the difference. That's why Carmelo. McCollum driving, scooping with the right off the window. 4%, 2 of 15 here in the second quarter. Oh, and the turnover by the Blazers. Gordon working it up ahead, and that's an easy flush.
Everybody knows what happened.
Well, in an interview with Dwayne Wade famously did not give Aaron Gordon a 50 as Blazers force another miss. McCollum tries to dump it off to Nurkic. Here come the Nuggets. Campazzo relocates to the corner and swishes the 3.
Then it turns into 3 for Denver.
And for Campazzo, 11 for 15 from outside over the last 5 games, but Covington able to with 2 assists.
2 minutes in the quarter.
Jokic loft up the base.
You can see they can fit in with pretty much anybody you put them with. Norman is one of those guys, not limited. Oh, wow. Jokic.
Saw a hint of that dribble that he pushes out in front of you like you see from CJ. So the big fella, no shortage of moves. Covington up and under for the lead in this one. Under a minute to go in the first half. Jokic, off his foot. McCollum pushes it ahead. CJ to Covington. Covington glides through the air for the finish.
It was Norm the time before. Now it's CJ finding Rocco for the 2.
And Covington in double figures in the first half. Campazzo just automatic setting. 5 seconds left to go here. Barton to Gordon. He'll fire up a 3 to try to beat the horn, and it rolls in. 4 dinners up at the same time. It's always a wonderful conversation with Jacob. Just salt of the earth and uber talented. So happy birthday, Jacob.
A big
3 since joining the Nuggets. Hit his second 3. Last trip on the floor, and then another turnover. And here is Norman Powell. Throw it down.
Norman
Comes down with it.
nice.
Lillard, beautiful feed to McCollum, who strings it. McCollum with his 7th board. Powell steps to the left and
Just have the Nuggets out of sorts offensively.
Lillard a long 3. Oh, splash, baby.
College coach made an emphasis on defense, so that's where I started to learn and take pride in guarding my guy. I was asked to guard the best player on the other team and shut them down. Defense.
Keep applying that pressure. They can't let up.
Porter Jr. has missed his last 4 shots after making his first 8, and Nurkic uses Nuggets just 7 points in this quarter with their starters playing the entire time. McCollum rotates, pumps home the jumper.
And they don't like
CJ certainly sharking around that free throw line for that jumper. It's beautiful. And Barton, tough. Carmelo Anthony checks into the game for the Blazers. Jokic trying to work against Kanter, and Jokic. Here is Melo. Some space, and 3 to the dome.
He loves the end-of-game situations against these types of opponents.
9 for Melo. Barton able to answer. And Dozier able to punch it out. Nuggets on the open floor. Campazzo, the pump fake. And Campazzo, a perfect chance to answer back. Simons running the wing this time. Tries to step by Jokic, and Covington finesses it with the left hand. 8 seconds between shot and game clock. Barton trying to fight his way to the cup, and Will Barton. Melo, the drive, the elevation. Kanter right there to try and clean things up, and Enes Kanter with the putback. 2 veterans. Dozier has to fire away a 3, and Green keeps it alive. Harrison slashes in for the McCollum with 12 points on 5 of 10 shooting. Flips it over to Melo. No hesitation. Oh, Carmelo. Here's Rivers trying to attack. Harrison has to hustle. Shot clock winding down. Here's Millsap able to beat the horn.
Being a contributor to the Denver Nuggets and leading their organization, that he was just all in on his NBA life at that time.
It's for Portland. Melo flips it over to Little. Little, the block by Green. What a recovery. And then 5 to shoot for Denver. Dozier, the step back 3.
Wow.
Able to knock it down over Camp. Lillard back on the floor, and the Blazers with the turnover. Millsap, open court. Lillard tries to chase him down. Simons.
He's just got to be careful on his pick and pop with Millsap. This time Austin Rivers just hides behind the screen.
Covington, the pump fake right down the lane, but stripped at by Dozier. So another fast break opportunity. Lillard challenges, but Dozier. So the Nuggets with their largest lead of the game. 6 minutes left. Simons from the corner. Bounces in. Then a foul.
What a big-time block. He went into the rim to get that, it looked like.
McCollum shaking Jokic. Oh, yeah. Slows it down. The ball movement by Portland. Powell. Nurkic trying to clean it up. Nurkic still tapping at it, and Nurkic.
Perimeter and a good drive will do that to a defense.
Blazers up 2. Nurkic with 8. Jokic, beautiful move. Blazers get the ball. Here's Nurk backing down Jokic. Jokic tried to pull out the chair, and
Like 2 polar bears fighting for the last spot on the glacier. They don't stop. Watch them.
Here is Barton weaving through the lane. Dozier. Here is Lillard. Flips it to Nurkic. Nurkic gets it back to Lillard. Baseline jumper for Lillard. It's good, and we are tied. To dribble. Trying to get the two-man game with Jokic. Blazers trap Barton. Jokic fires a three. And Gordon comes down with the board, but quickly tied up as Covington is. It's a scramble for the ball here. Porter Jr., but here comes Covington. Covington gets the loose rock. Blazers have to hurry. Here's Powell. The floater on the baseline, just off. So for the second consecutive game, the Blazers get a quality look as the clock expires against an upper echelon Western Conference team, and it is no good on their home floor, and there will be no moral victories for the Blazers. It was a hard-fought game. Excellent defensive effort from Portland. But the shots, just a little sparse down the stretch.